Few players going through a number change, but the big surprise about the Rangers team is the return of Craig Moore. It's a sea of orange, if you'll forgive the cliche, as we scan around Hampden. It has been said it's a tribute to the Dutch contingent at Ibrox. I fancy, Gordon, it's maybe something a little more deep-rooted.
Yeah, whatever the causes are, I'll tell you who the big winners are. Rangers Football Club. It's a marketing stroke that they've pulled off because they've sold their home strip, their away strip, and they managed to sell a further strip, this retro Holland shirt as well. And as we look around the stadium today, it's full of that shirt. So whatever the reasons for it being brought out, and whether it's a tribute to Dick Advocaat and the Dutch or not, it certainly has brought in quite a lot of money for Rangers Football Club.
It's Cup Final 2000 and it's underway, the 115th Scottish Cup Final. Aberdeen against Rangers. Is it to be, as the bookies feel, no contest, or are Aberdeen going to have a big say in what happens? Given away straight to Reina. Kanchelskis. Interesting confrontation this against McAllister. Whips in a dangerous ball. Jim Leighton's lost it, but he was hurt. And the whistle has gone for a free kick.
Rangers players weren't happy, but I think it was the right decision. I think that Jim Leighton was just caught there by Rod Wallace, and certainly he would have been out of the game as that ball was breaking to Rangers players. But Kanchelskis breaking free in the right. We've seen games in the past. He's had a bit too much pace for Jamie McAllister on the side.
Goal there at the near post, and no harm to him. There was nothing malicious about that. But this is a sad sight for Aberdeen, and Evis Skodel can't disguise his emotions.
No, so will I put a goalkeeper on or not? But Robbie Winters has got the gloves. He's coming on, and you know, it takes the pressure off Aberdeen even more to a certain extent.
Rangers on the move with Kanchelskis. Through for Wallace. White's header away. Alberts. Couldn't Wallace up ahead of him. The square pass for Kanchelskis. 25 yards out. Good hit. Well worth it. Inside. Craig Moore sticking close, but not close enough. Stav runs through. What can he create here? Well positioned was George Albert.
Rangers have.
Kanchelskis away from McAllister. Now Rod Wallace. Saved by Winters. Brilliant touch onto the crossbar.
Fine strike. I don't think Robbie Winters could do much more than just get the hand.
McAllister can't do much with Kanchelskis. Certainly outside the box, no question about this being a penalty kick, but that was a rash tackle directly in front of goal. Here he comes. Into the wall, deflected, hooked away. Right with the interception. Russell Anderson's lost out to Rod Wallace. That's for Dodds, but the cross over. The long ball from Alberts for Newman is perfection. Arthur Newman waiting for the ball to come down, then tried to turn. Alberts. Inch perfect. Challenge on Barry Ferguson, but it may well be that he comes off worse.
Yeah, it was a badly timed challenge there because Ferguson did.
Taking in the action, and like us waiting for it to resume, which it's about to do now. George Alberts with a free kick. Onside Van Bronckhorst. And Rangers have the lead. Aberdeen were caught sleeping in defence. The free kick taken quickly by Alberts. And Van Bronckhorst's shot went right through Robbie Winters.
Incredible. I could see the run coming. I can't believe none of the Aberdeen defence did as well. I think they were looking for offside in the end up, but you couldn't afford to stop there. Look at that, straight through the defence. They've all stopped. Solberg's caught out. Derek White should be maybe the one chasing because it's in his angle. It's across to the diagonal behind the first centre-half. Second centre-half should maybe been across, but Robbie Winters couldn't do much about that. I've just said...
By Derek White. 9 minutes of stoppage time is now the word from the touchline. Clustered around the penalty spot. On the dead ball is Andy Dow. Swung into the far post. Bernard's header, but it's a kick with George Alberts. Lofted in Billy Dodds, not picked up. Played back in by Kanchelskis. It drops for Vidmar. Goal number 2 Only 100 seconds on the clock after the turnaround. And there's the reaction of the Rangers manager, absolutely delighted. So I wonder what his half-time team talk was, because Rangers have responded in the second half with a whole new meaning to their performance.
Yeah, he fired them up, obviously, because they've come out charging forward in the second half. Billy Dodds looks like the chance was gone, but it was a nice turn back in between Chelsea's. Aberdeen won the header there, but I thought that he showed a lot of composure.
No need of the goals of Wallace so far for Rangers. One for Van Bronckhorst, one for Vidmar. He strolls across. The Alberts corner kick for Billy Dodds! It's 3. And Aberdeen in big trouble now. No marking on Billy Dodds. Belabed nowhere near him. And you don't give that sort of room to a man who's now scored 15 goals for Rangers and 25 for the season.
No, that's a fantastic goal.
Damage for Rangers. Much of the softening up, you would say, in the first half. Here's Alberts. Good hit. That's number 4. It may well have been in without the follow-up touch from Rod Wallace, but there's no doubt that Rangers stretch their lead. This could become embarrassing for Aberdeen. Good hits from Alberts. It was in before Wallace got there. It's a goal for George Alberts. It's his 20th of the season, and from 1-0 at half-time, it's now 4-0 Rangers.
Well, they were fighting to get in there. I mean, Wallace and Dodds injured each other almost, and Dodds into the post there, trying to score the rebound, but it was over the line. A marvellous strike. Probably Winters, I think, realised that.
Is weary. Alberts, shot deflected off the Aberdeen wall. Alberts drifts in the corner kick. Off the crossbar, again missed by Belabed at the far post. Aberdeen survive this time. Van Bronckhorst in.
Dodds can at least challenge him.
Van Bronckhorst with the corner kick. This time up went Tony Vidmar, couldn't get contact. He was just a couple of feet off the goal line. The merest of touches would have taken this into the back of the net from Vidmar. Pace to get there before McAllister, played in on the half volley, a dangerous ball in. Mistake by Belabed again, and the Ulster clear, he fumbled it, and this could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, at least he managed to block them to take the long pass in behind.
The Alberts corner kick, a bullet header from Craig Moore. No wall. And that's a big letdown, and Ian Jennings hides. Billy Dodds again, Claudio Reyna onside. In for Wallace, good tackle. A vital. Alberts with the delivery, punched clear by Winters. Solberg got it further away, Barry Ferguson too high. Away from Jamie McAllister, the cut back for McCann. It breaks for Tugai. The shot blocked by his own player, Barry Ferguson. Kanchelskis in, here's McCann, prodded forward for Dodds. Gets there Dodds. It was incredible that he increasing the depth of the squad. Here's Tugai, just wide.
Yeah, good anticipation from Robbie Winters, just let this go.
Albert surges forward, a good pass for Newman. McCann and Dodds are waiting. There's Billy Dodds! Good save by
Alberts. Newman catching the line, good volley from Billy Dodds, that's a great save. Good reaction save there. Didn't know he was capable of that, Robbie Winters, but he's gone down.
To Alberts. Is there another goal for Rangers? 2 minutes left. Alberts with the shot. It looked for a moment. Is it? That's full time. Rangers have won the Tennant Scottish Cup by 4 goals to 0. And Rangers collect their 100th major trophy. That milestone is reached with goals from Van Bronckhorst, Vidmar, Dodds and Alberts. Aberdeen, in the end, mercilessly swept aside. And it's yet another winner's medal for these Rangers players. Advocaat, I don't think Rangers supporters have much cause for complaint. 6 trophies up for grabs in his 2 years at Ibrox.
That's the story of the game.
Here comes a special moment for Arthur Newman. He takes delivery of the Tennant Scottish Cup. It's a league and cup double for Rangers to go with the treble last season. Rangers continue to play monopoly with Scottish football. Stefan Klos barely tested this afternoon, but he's won over the Rangers supporters this season. And how? Andrei Kanchelskis, the same could be said of him, his recent performances. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, who scored the only goal of the first half, last season's match winner.
I don't know that you can put any of the goals down to Robbie Winters. Aberdeen, sadly, were just not good enough.
Yeah, I think it obviously upsets the rhythm of the game and the confidence of the Aberdeen defenders, I would imagine, not having Jim there. But certainly I think Rangers are a better team than Aberdeen, and I think the game would probably have panned out in the same way. Rangers victory, maybe not as clear-cut, who knows, but certainly I think Rangers were the better team.